Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, March 6th. We are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and the SPY. So we've had a day and a half of some vicious short covering that took out 8 days worth of shorts, put the weekly back into balance. In fact, I just saw it looks like they maybe repriced the settlement in SPY, which gives them an outside week up by like 3 cents. Which is pretty impressive considering what things were looking like earlier in the week. We've had some very visual points. We had the price spike, where change took place in I period on the 2nd. We said that was initially our line in the sand going into the next day. Well, not only did they hold that, we gapped higher on Friday, never filled the gap, and created another triple distribution day. Now, again, that is certainly some poor structure going on here, right? You'd be healthier to have the market pull back, take back some of this poor structure, at some point come into balance, and then try to resume back up on the daily. But for now, the buyers certainly controlling things here in the overnight and the pre-market. We've dipped into the first set of single prints, but for the most part, we've traded above the price, basically we probed again on Friday. We've been trading right above that. Actually, I'm sorry, we didn't probe on Friday, but we've been trading in the upper distribution all day in ES and SPY and above it, as you can see. NQ, pretty much the same thing, as they've been trading back and forth through their upper distribution and above it. And in righty, they have taken out Friday's high, but they've spent a good majority of the time, as you can see, in their upper distribution. So they haven't gotten as much as a push to the upside. We have a lot coming out this week. You have Powell testifying twice, both tomorrow and Wednesday. You have the Beige Book Wednesday. You have non-farm payroll Friday. So, again, could be an interesting week. But right now, bulls firmly trying to take the reins from the bears as they're putting the shorts to bed. And then we'll see if they bring in some new, fresh money. Because, again, once short covering stops and the momentum buyers stop, if there's not new buyers there, these things will roll over. And since we have poor structure, it'll take back some of these days in a heartbeat. So just keep that in mind. As far as a game plan for this morning, well, whether it's now or 9:30, again, gaps have not held, although Fridays did. The way we've been going this year, I would expect a gap, 20, 22 trading days or so of gaps this year out of 40 or whatever. If you gap higher, again, it depends on how large the gap is, but I wouldn't expect the gap to hold. You can certainly front run the overnight high. We talk about that all the time. Right now, we're very comfortable. See where we're trading at the 40, 50 level. They love these round numbers. So any push up towards the overnight high, I would look to short that the first time. Any push against the overnight low, again, you could take a long against it the first time, and I would use H's high as my out on that one. Then we would see when we came back to where we pulled back, the afternoon pullback low, into that next set of single prints. What buyers would like to do today is certainly hold higher value. So any acceptance below that afternoon pullback in J and value will certainly go from high to overlap and a higher, and then we'll see how much acceptance we would get back inside of Friday's range to possibly pull it to unchange. So those are the key levels to look for. Value high for buyers, and for bears, the overnight high, to see if we could front run it and get the overnight. Let's put it this way, if we get the overnight low rather than the overnight high, then odds get better to get acceptance back inside of Friday's value. Again, all early plays. We'll be doing this live for 6.5 hours once the market opens. And then just quickly on the chart. So here's the weekly. They bounced off that lower high trend line the last 2 weeks. We closed at 404.19. The previous week's high is 404.16. So we have an outside week up. We'll see. Remember, we had an outside day up the other day, and look how powerful Friday was. But again, it's a weekly one, so we'll see if the buyers get any continuation from that. Right now, it's a 2-week balance. If we take out last week's high, I would have the weekly going back to up. So keep that in mind. The monthly is balance, a 2-month balance, and the daily is up, and the 20 is right above us right now at 405.18. Good luck trading today. Thanks for the likes and subscribing to this YouTube channel. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.